Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Happy Wednesday. This week is flying along nicely. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I'm glad you're here. And of course, glad we can read the book together and start the morning together. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime and cookies. Today we're talking. Thank you so much for joining in. The Cookie Maker of Mavin Road, another good book. I love this one too. And it is coming to us from Sue LAWSON and Liz ANELLI. And of course, we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, CANDLEWICK Press. Beautiful book coming back. And just one about community, love, care, and and checking in on each other. So thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And you know what? If you're here, let us know. Check in on us. Send us that message, and we'll definitely be saying hello to you. Or indeed, if you're joining us later on for the recordings, be sure to leave a message. Let us know you were here, and let us know how much you love the book. And of course, keep sending us recommendations so we can bring more and more books here to Storytime. We're always working, always looking to get permissions and make sure that books can come here to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. And if you know any independent authors out there, any independent creators, please send them our way. Tell them about Storytime. Tell them to submit their books and see if we would like to read them here, or if they would like them read here on Storytime. So please do spread the word, share. We're here to read books together. We're here to enjoy together. We're here to grow together. And of course, with this sweet book today, The Cookie Maker of Mavin Road. Join in for this one. I am excited. Always good to bring back his books and just see, sometimes they sit on the shelf and you kind of forget why they're there. And then when you open them up and read them again, like, oh my goodness, yes, this is why you're here. Just perfect. And so I cannot wait to get into that book with you. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And guests coming your way too as well very soon. Look out for all the messages. We'll be bringing in Deborah Hopkinson will be coming here to Storytime. I'm excited about that one. Angela Henderson will be coming back to Storytime too to read one of her 4 books. So I'm excited about that. And she's embarking on a new journey too, which you hear all about here on Storytime. So excited about that. Excited about the guests that will be coming here to Storytime. And Monica Weslowska will be back here on Storytime too, this time coming with a different author. Oh my goodness, I can only remember the first name, Rex, but I will see if I can remember the full name before we go today. But always good to be here with you. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a lovely start to your day. And I know for some of you, it's much later in the day. Well, I hope that you've had a lovely day. I hope that your evening is pleasant too. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you, Marietta. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for joining in out there in a rainy Massachusetts. Henry started school today, but wanted me to tell everyone hello from him. Oh, Henry, we love you, and we hope that you have a wonderful day at school. Hugs to you. Good morning to you, Marietta. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I am glad you're here with us, joining us. I hope you're in your studio. I hope indeed we're helping you enjoy your creative process as you're going through, and we're not too much of a disturbance. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Good morning to you, Ari. How are you doing out in sunny Kentucky? Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time today. And you're saying a very sunny Kentucky. Let me qualify that. Let me read that properly. A very sunny Kentucky today. Ari and of course Megan in the house. Thank you so much for joining us on Story Time. Please, friends, as you join in, let us know you're here. Of course, we send love to the Story Time regulars here. Amanda Waltman, and of course Pia out there in Seattle. Soraya, thank you so much, always joining in out here in Oakland, and hopefully you can catch us live one of these days again. Thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. And of course, Miles and Owen, hopefully you'll be joining us later on. Thank you for being here with us on Story Time. And Borden in Vermont, yes, in Natchitoches, Louisiana, Auntie Pam, Chad, Auntie Ann, and of course, even the one at the new school, Braylon, sending you love. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Please get ready, get cozy, get comfortable. We'll be right back after this short break for our story for today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Chang, co-author of Bobo Loves Dumplings, Bobo's Colorful Chinese New Year, and Night Market Rescue. And this is Story Time with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. I hope you're ready. I hope you're having a wonderful time. The cookie maker of Mavin Road. Can you smell those cookies? Mmm. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Written by Sue Lawson, illustrations by Liz ANELLI. And we're reading this one with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. Thank you so much for being here with us on Story Time. Here we go. The cookie maker of Mavin Road. Written by Sue Lawson, illustrations by Liz ANELLI. And read with permission of the publishers, Candlewick Press. Benedict Stanley and his cat, Audrey May, live at 23 Mavin Road. Each morning, they greet their neighbors. Hello, good morning, have a lovely day. But ears are too full and mouths stay closed. Perhaps tomorrow, Benedict Stanley sighs. Perhaps tomorrow indeed. Oh. Benedict and Audrey May patter and plant until legs weary and shoulders tire. From the patio, they watch the comings and goings of Mavin Road. Are you able to see the comings and goings of your street from your window somewhere? From the patio, they watch the comings and goings on Mavin Road. I like your cat, says a young neighbor one morning. Benedict smiles. Her name is Audrey May, he says. I am Rory. The Tooth Fairy is visiting me tonight. Did you know? Whoa, that's so cool. In his kitchen, Benedict Stanley reaches for his wife's recipe book. He sifts and folds, shapes and bakes until the evening. No, what are you making? Oh. Before the joggers puff and the walkers strut, Benedict and Audrey May make a special delivery. Where to? What is it? Can you see the little gift there? Yeah. Before the joggers puff and the walkers strut, Benedict and Audrey May make a special delivery. No. I love it. Very thoughtful gift. Each morning after that, Benedict and Audrey May deliver cookies along Mavin Road. Shortbread when triplets arrive home, chocolate chip to welcome new neighbors, and ghosts and gauze for Halloween. Ah, who is making the cookies? Someone kind, the young neighbor says. Someone kind indeed. Each morning after that, Benedict and Audrey May deliver cookies along Mavin Road. Shortbread when triplets arrive home. Chocolate chip to welcome new neighbors. And ghosts and gauze for Halloween. Who is delivering these cookies? Who is making these cookies? Someone kind. Ah. Benedict and Audrey May make cat cookies with carrot eyes after a kitten rescue, and soccer cookies after a tournament. Tastes good from somewhere good, the little neighbor says. Ah, yes. And soccer cookies after a tournament. Tastes good. Yes, from somewhere good. One evening, an aching and snuffling Benedict Stanley shuffles to bed. The dance recital cookies stay on the cooling rack. There are no bike cookies after a ride without training wheels, and no ambulance shortbread with cherry lights after a tumble from the roof. No cookies. What's happening? And I must say too, there's lots to see on these illustrations. I'll try and hold those pages a little bit longer today. I think I might have been going a little too fast so you can see all that's happening. Benedict Stanley wheezes and sneezes. Audrey May prowls and yowls. Where is the cookie maker? Perhaps she was just visiting. People wonder. Where is the cookie maker? Do you think people will know what's going on? Where is the cookie maker? They keep asking. Maybe she's on vacation, they say. Rose petals fall and cabbages wilt outside Rory's house. A cat prowls and yowls. It's Audrey May, Rory says. Who is Audrey May? It's Audrey May. Later that afternoon, Benedict Stanley shuffles down the hall to answer a knock at the door. Audrey May came visiting. Good job, Audrey May. Oh, look at that smile. Love it. Oh, don't you just love it when community comes together? Wow. Yay. I think that's my favorite spread in this book. In the sunshine, Benedict Stanley and Audrey May watch while their neighbors patter and prune, laugh and chat. Aww. By New Year's Eve, Benedict Stanley feels much better. By New Year's Eve, Benedict Stanley feels much better. That's beautiful. Audrey May watches as Rory and their friends sift and shape. Benedict Stanley sprinkles and swirls and smiles. And all's well that ends well. Thank you so much for joining me on Storytime. And Benedict Stanley and Audrey May's best basic cookie recipe is out on the back as well. So if you get this book from the library or indeed wherever you find books, be sure to check that out on the back of the book. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. That is the end of our story. Appreciations all around. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. I hope you enjoyed that story. I hope it just reminds you too to check in on your neighbor. Even a little hello from a distance goes a long way, makes a difference, makes a huge difference. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. Always a pleasure to be here with you. I'll catch you on the other side of this short break when we're back with more Storytime.
Hey, this is Timothy Goodspeed of the Soapbox Salute. I'm the one who wrote Storytime's theme song. If you'd like to hear more of my protest folk music, you can check out the links below on Instagram or at my website. You are watching Storytime with Mr. Lamada.
Welcome back. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Tim, check out, and he has brand new music as well. You can find it on Bandcamp and, of course, wherever else that you find music. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. The Cookie Maker of Mavin Road was our book today, and it is written by Sue Lawson, illustrations by Liz Anelli, and published, and of course we're reading it with permission of Candlewick Press. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. I hope you enjoyed that one. It was good to bring it back, and just lots to think about in there as well. And yeah, thanks to Audrey May, too, the cat, for getting the help. And that little neighbor, Rory, for noticing too. Yeah, check in on your neighbors, check in on your loved ones, say hello. You know, it goes indeed a long way. Thank you so much for joining in today on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And you know, we talk about caring and family and love. Well, tomorrow we'll bring some more of that, and we will be reading this beautiful book, coming back to Storytime, Everywhere with You. And it is a good one. It is written by Carly Sorosiak and illustrations by Devon Holsworth. So do join us for this one. And it is a beautiful one coming to us from Walker Books. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to share this one with you. It is a beautiful one indeed. And we've had it here on Storytime before. Come on in. Why not? Let's read it again. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, friends. I hope that you had a lovely day, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Indeed, if you're still in the morning like myself, if it's early hours like me, then I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. And of course, just glad to be here. Glad to be here. My heart is full every time. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Let us see who was with us this morning enjoying that wonderful story. Thank you to you, Marietta. Thank you for joining in. And of course, Henry, hopefully you're having fun out there at school. Thank you for sending that love to us. Thank you so much for being here, and have yourselves a wonderful day out there in Massachusetts. Thank you indeed. And of course, hugs to you, Megan and Ari. Thank you for joining us here on Storytime, and to everybody else that is joining us later on for the recordings. Well, we send love to you. We wish you the very best, and we'll be back again tomorrow with more Storytime, and hopefully you join us as well. We hope that you join us whenever you can. But remember, if you miss Storytime, you can always catch the recordings. You can always catch the recordings at 11 a.m. Pacific time, set for you, but of course at your convenience at any time at storytimewithmrlamada.com, at storytimewithmrlamada on Facebook and YouTube. And why not follow us on Instagram and see everything Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in today. We'll be back tomorrow, everywhere with you. Yes, including this book tomorrow. Come on out and join us. Thank you, friends, for being here. Much love from me, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing Storytime. Storytime with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, Storytime with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be